Today's message is very unusual. I'm hearing something, I don't think I've ever heard this before, but it makes total sense. I'm hearing the ultimate fear is something that you can hear or feel, but you can't see. Especially in darkness. Something about darkness. So I feel like I'm talking to someone here that is perhaps feeling like there's an anxious feeling or a fear of something unknown, and you can feel it or you can hear it, but you can't see it. So hopefully in this message today we're going to help you to just identify what that is so that you can face that fear and not let it debilitate you or have a hold over you anymore. We have number 10 and roots, ancestry, legacy and tradition. Now, you may have felt like the presence of a spirit recently around you. This could have been maybe at 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe between 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning. And this spirit, I'm picking up on a female energy, a very beautiful female energy, very nurturing, very gentle, very kind, but has a bit of an edge to them, has a bit of a scary edge to them. Now, I feel like this spirit is coming through for somebody in this collective because it's an ancestor. It's somebody that is in your bloodline. They carry some legacy or tradition from your family. Something in your bloodline is very significant here, and it could be to do with spirituality. I feel like it could be to do with some kind of lineage that you're part of. But your bloodline have kind of gone down a path that fear this or don't talk about it. It's been hidden over time, but there's a legacy to it, and I feel like you are the one that is going to illuminate that beacon again. So if you've been having that experience, just don't fear it, okay? The feelings that you're getting, what you can hear, you're not psychotic. Well, if you believe you are, then maybe go and get that checked out. But if this is resonating with you so far, I believe that this spirit is connecting with you to help you find your roots again. I feel like you may have gone down a road of trying to become something that you're not, maybe trying to fit in with groups of people or live in places that really don't resonate with your heart, really don't resonate with your spirit. Let's see. Yeah. Now, this whole experience is because you are learning to trust yourself. You're learning to repair the relationship that you have with yourself. You are putting your needs at the forefront. It doesn't mean you're ignoring other people's needs, especially like if you have children or dependents around you. You're definitely doing those things, but you are learning to fill up your cup as well. You're not neglecting yourself anymore. And I feel like because of that, you are now being honoured by this ancestor who is like, I'm grateful for you, because I feel like this ancestor had a really rough time when they were alive. I feel like they may have been sectioned or something like that, or they may have been called delusional or told that they've got mental problems, things like that. So they had a very tough time of things, but they were a very gentle soul, and they see this in you, and I feel like they want to work with you to bring this forward now. We have Isa. So you might feel more inclined to want to stay at home at this time. You might feel like you want to just be present with yourself, not really go out to like big parties or do's or anything like that, not want to be in big groups of people. You just want to be maybe on your own at this time. That's a good thing. That's helping you to find those roots. It's helping you to embrace those roots. And Ingwas is helping you to, it's kind of holding the space for you to go through this transformation, and it all is about trust. So this, what you fear in the dark that you can't see, but you can hear it, you can feel it, they're asking you to trust it. You're being guided and asked to just trust it. We don't have to know everything. We don't have to know, what does this mean? What does that mean? What is this telling me? Just allow the process to guide you, okay? Now, hopefully this message is helping you to be more clear in your mind. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to know everything that there is to know. Because I feel like some of you, you're embarking on a journey that does bring you back to your roots. But it's scary for you because maybe conditioning, you know, your parents have told you to be afraid of it, or your peers have told you to be afraid of it, or it's just socially you're being told to be afraid of it. But you're moving into a space where you're not. You're being guided by this ancestor not to be afraid of this. Okay. And you are a very, very resilient person. I feel like you try your best to move with integrity. You don't want to upset anybody. You don't try to hurt anybody. You try to help other people. And sometimes, especially in the past, you may have kind of helped somebody else past your own needs, if that makes sense. So it's like you would do more for someone else than you do for yourself. Say, for instance, you cook somebody a meal even if you haven't eaten yourself, and you probably wouldn't feed yourself. That kind of thing. But you've always been that type of person, you know. If someone says like, oh, I need to go and do this, you'd ask, how can I help? Yeah. And that's not inauthentic. That is just the way that you are. That is the type of person that you are. But this whole process right now is to help you to be very clear in your mind about who you are, what your ethics are, what your morals are, what your principles are. And for quite some time now, and I'm feeling like this has been over the past 9 months especially, that you've been in this space of introspection, this space of really soul searching, trying to figure out your needs and where you fit into this world. And I feel like this has been a difficult process for you. But look, we have Ingwas in the background there on this card. There is Ingwas. It's that self-container. That is where you've been. But look at these 4 cups that have shown up on here. Yeah. Now, those 4 cups, especially in this particular scenario, is a bit like a despondence, where it's like, what is the point in all of this? What is the purpose of all of this? And in the background there, it's basically Spirit saying, just trust the process. Okay. Oh, what's that card? We have the Emperor. This is you moving into a time where you fully trust yourself. You fully trust what's happening here. I just got a message there about America. Now, for some of you, you may have been looking into like South American Indian things, or you may be actually physically going to America. You may have done some ancestry work and found out that actually you had some ancestors in America, and I'm getting something about farming to do with that. So please drop me a comment if that resonates with you, if that hits home. I'm getting an initial R as a place name as well. That could be like a city or a place. Bear with me a second. Sorry about that. Where were we? Okay, so let's see. So there's a place with a name and an initial R that is significant. And I'm getting the number 10 as well. So I feel like it could be not this October specifically, but an October is significant for you. Okay, you have still got this fear of the unknown, of like, what am I doing with this? And also a feeling of like, this separates me from people who have been in my life for a long time. This separates me from what I was trying to be part of. Allow it to separate you, because what is on the other side of it is way better, way bigger, way more aligned with your real purpose in this life. And what I'm feeling here is, for many of you watching this, you've lost your drive, you've lost your purpose. For some of you, you may have perhaps recently had like your family's grown, so like your children may have grown up and gone to do their own thing, and you're feeling that empty nest feeling where you need some purpose there. And for others of you, maybe what you wanted to happen around family and things like that didn't actually happen, or there's something that didn't quite take off, so you're not sure what the purpose is. But you sure do have purpose. And the 4 of Wands is showing up here as a real solid foundation through working with this ancestor. I'd love to go deeper into this with you if this resonates, so please drop me a DM and I'll speak to you very soon. Have a blessed day.